Good afternoon, Queen's Voice. Queen's Voice, today we are in the Bronx here at the grand opening for Tina Forte, who's running for Congress against AOC, or Crazy Eyes, as I like to refer to her. So a lot of you have requested we bring Tina back. She's here in the flesh today. Tina, great to see you again.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us here today on this day.
Thank you for coming. I
So
appreciate it.
do tell everybody here at the, not only your office, but you made it a joint Republican office.
Yes, I did. This is my headquarters, and I decided unity. We need unity. We need to show a strong presence in the Bronx. So I made it the Bronx Republican and the Bronx Conservative Party. Also, other candidates can hold their stuff here in my headquarters because we need that. We need unity. We need unity and we need strength because the Bronx is ground zero. We are ground zero in this fight, in this battle.
Absolutely. And since we spoke, nothing's changed. I'm assuming AOC doesn't still want to debate?
AOC does not want to debate. I sent out an email to her from my campaign for a debate for September 19th. She's refusing to even answer it.
Wow. So, to the constituents out there in the areas that are up for play between AOC, Crazy Eyes, and Tina Forte here, the incumbent refuses to do a debate.
Yes,
I know
she
you
does.
reached out to her a few times. We
Yes.
did as well.
Yes.
It's just crickets.
Yes.
And it's unfortunately a track record where no incumbents want to debate anybody challenging the seat,
Right.
but yet they want to represent the public, but they
Right.
don't want.
Right.
So what is she afraid of?
Well, she's afraid of the truth. She's a communist. She stands for communism.
Sure.
I stand for common sense, American values. I'm a patriot. And that's a big difference, especially in the Bronx, especially in Queens. You have real patriots. And our cities, our counties, they really are in really bad shape. They're in poor shape. And she does not want to answer for that because it's her very own policies. And the policies of the far left like her that cause what's going on. That people have to choose between gas and food. That people can't put their kids in school. That our veterans are homeless, yet illegal immigrants are getting everything.
5-star hotels?
Okay, yes they are.
terrible.
5-star hotels, they're getting money, they're getting food, they're getting everything. They're living the American dream while the Americans are not living the American dream. The immigrants that are here legally are not living the American dream. Our children will not have the American dream if we keep voting in far left politicians that stand for communism. That's all it is. Same thing with Kamala, with her, we're going to do everything the same price. That's communism 101, okay? We'll be fighting over food. Bad enough now we can't afford what we buy now to eat. And then it will be a full-blown fight over food. You'll have food lines of people fighting over that. That's why they don't come out and debate, because they don't want the truth to come out. They want to hide. This isn't the time to hide. Give me a chance. You give me 2 years. If you don't like me, you can fire me.
So you heard the lady again. She's very adamant. She said, what do you have to lose? Give her 2 years. You don't like her, fire her, because congressional seats are up for re-election every 2 years. So
That's right.
you have to defend that seat, and
That's
so does
right.
everybody else.
Give me
every
a
2 years.
chance. Give me a chance. So I will work for the people. You can't buy me. I am not for sale, but for special interests. I am a regular person. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a small business owner, and I am an America-loving, God-loving patriot. And I will fight for the people.
And what are the biggest issues still? Is it still crime?
It's crime, illegal immigration, the economy.
economy's
People
horrible.
can't pay anything.
Infrastructure.
The children, our children, the schools, what they're teaching our children to me is very big. That's got to go. That has got to go. Like, I would put a bill up right away. You do not get federal funding if you push that DEI in our classrooms, DIE, however they pronounce it, all that garbage. I do not stand for that. I run Spartan races. My granddaughter plays softball. My son is into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's for boys and girls. We have 2 genders, that's it. Get lost with that other stuff.
We gotta keep the women out of the
Okay, get
sport,
lost,
vice
that's
versa,
right. That's right, get lost. Fight a man, you're a man, fight a man. All right, that's how I feel.
Now, since we've spoken last time, has anything gotten worse? Has anything gotten better, or is it pretty much still heading in the wrong direction?
It's still heading in the wrong direction, and things have gotten worse. Things have definitely gotten worse. School has started. People don't have money to buy their kids new school clothes. People don't have money.
A lot of people have said that lately, but we
do
have
not-
money for 5-star hotels for illegal
Exactly.
aliens. We pay
Exactly.
their food, their
And they're in our schools. So now our schools numbers and our
We can't
classrooms.
take care of our own kids, now we can take care of them as well.
Exactly. I can tell you, taxes went up. The school taxes went up
yeah.
because we're paying for them. But we're losing out because our children aren't being taught real social studies. They're not being taught what real America is, whether the good, the bad, and the ugly. You should be taught real social studies. And all these other subjects that they have out, they're ridiculous. My granddaughter, I pulled her out of a class because they were teaching them about moods and how, well, if you're sad, how you're really supposed to feel.
Yeah, no,
Excuse me.
No, listen, it's unfortunate. We hear a lot of complaints also. What about, unfortunately, a lot of the crimes and a lot of the heinous sexual assaults lately throughout the city?
What are they being made by? They're being made by the illegal immigrants, and our police are handcuffed.
Handcuffed, yeah.
So and when they are arrested, you got Alvin Briggs letting them out.
That's everybody out.
But yet, they go after Trump. So, it's ridiculous.
Well, he's been indicted more than Al Capone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, our children, it's very unsafe. The streets are very unsafe, and they're doing nothing about it. They don't care. And they will not come out, and they will not answer for what they're doing.
So, if anybody out there who is able to vote in the AOC versus Forte congressional seat, you have to realize we didn't get here by accident. We didn't get here yesterday. This is people like AOC, Dictator Adams, Hapless Hochul. These are all people who have created these policies, invited these people here, and then the mayor says, I told them to go home, yet they're still coming in by the busload, by the plane load, by the train load.
Because we're a sanctuary.
On our dollar.
And you got to remember, this is Obama's third term, and Kamala will be Obama's fourth term. And then there goes our country.
So let's talk about that. So a lot of people say this exactly what you're saying, and pretty much they've been pulling the strings for Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
God forbid Kamala gets in, she'll be another puppet with more strings attached to her.
I mean, she's flip-flopped so many times, and she won't come out and answer for anything. Look at me, I'm giving you an interview. Come out and do a real interview without a teleprompter.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, at least if you're watching AOC Crazy Eyes or any of your team, debate the woman. What are you so afraid of?
Listen, I was at AOC's rally. There was not one Bronx native, Queens, nothing. No one was there. Her crowd wasn't even diverse. They were busting from upstate New York. They had shorts on, their little loafers.
Soros college kids?
I was there and I worked the line. I went and asked them, are you from the Bronx? No. Why are you here? They were bussed in.
So maybe
they got bussed in. I was there.
I hear they like to send college kids around.
She came out, the Bronx. You're not the Bronx. You're not. You don't represent the Bronx. And the people here aren't from the Bronx.
We're from the Bronx.
So you guys are from the Bronx. So thumbs up, AOC, yes or no?
AOC has to bartend when Nikki. Wait, what's her name? With Cardi B at the strip club. That's what I said.
She a bartender. She don't got no political skills. She not really rounded out for this.
Listen, her
Make a drink.
and Cardi C could go work at a strip club. She could bartend, and Cardi C could go back to shaking her booty.
Don't give them any ideas.
No, AOC interviewed for the part. Carmela was placed. I mean, you can see how the Democrats work. They pick and choose, and that's it. And that's what they want. They want communism. She is let me tell you something. All these protesting that's going on in the city against Israel is a disgrace. You want to know why? They wouldn't last one day in Gaza. They'd be murdered.
Right.
They would be murdered in Gaza. One day, they would be murdered. So they need to really realize what they're doing.
Well, there was just a story in the Post I was reading how our friends, the Ayatollah in Iran, is funding all this, and they're laughing, sitting there in Tehran, laughing, idiot American college kids.
AOC is a cheerleader. AOC is a cheerleader for it. AOC is a cheerleader for it. For Maduro, she's a cheerleader. For Castro, she's a cheerleader for everything that's going on.
And she's basically for all these policies that we're emulating places like Venezuela, like North Korea, like Russia, and so on and so on. And obviously, from our prior talking with you, we know that you're not for socialism, thank God.
No, I'm not.
We need to stop this lady.
Yes.
She's a danger and a menace to the entire country, not just the Bronx and Queens.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, she was elected. How, we don't know, but she was elected. And
she was elected, and now it's time to vote her out.
Yeah, and well, now, speaking of money, depending on whose figures are correct, she's worth 16 to 25 million US dollars. So for someone who hates capitalism, and on her salary, if somebody out there could connect the dots, I didn't do the best in math in school, but it doesn't add up.
No, it does not. And it never will.
Adds up on their end.
It never will. It doesn't add up.
So we're hearing the same thing here in the Bronx from Bronx residents. They're not supporting AOC. We've went through her district in Queens in particular. It's a third world war zone, and I'm being generous in most areas.
Yes.
She's not seen there at all or seldomly. The people we spoke to don't like her. They don't like what's happening. So I think it's not just an issue in Queens or the Bronx, but because this lady is part of this squad and they have this voting power as a bloc, everything they're voting for is hurting people not here in New York, but throughout the heartland and the north and the south, everywhere.
Yes, they are. It is.
So if anybody out there wants to help you and volunteer or donate, where can they go to? Do you still have the Fire AOC.com?
FireAOC.com.
Right. So
you can volunteer,
great
you
website,
can donate.
Right
Thank
here,
you,
look
right
on
there.
the side.
Fire AOC.
So
.com.
So if you guys want to donate or if you guys want to volunteer, help the woman in her cause against crazy eyes, as I like to call her, reach out to
You
her.
want to come and pick up a sign
She's
or
got
a banner?
signs.
I got hand banners, my palm cards. I will be going door to door in all the communities. And
Speaking of that,
we're here
any
to
events
win.
coming up that you'd like to share with the viewers out there?
There are a lot of events coming up.
Will they be on your website?
They will be on my website. They'll be on my Tina Forte
So
Congress
for those
website,
in
yes.
Queens and Brooklyn, if you'd like to support Tina, come out and hear her speak, see what she has to say, shake her hand, go to her website, fireaoc.com. She'll have all that information there.
Yes.
She states basically what she's all about, which is a complete opposite to socialism and communism, Marxism. And if the election was today, tomorrow you win, we fire AOC, back to
That's
bartending. What's the first thing Tina Forte does? The very first
The
thing.
very first thing I do is I walk in and I start passing bills to turn everything around.
Thank God.
You have to start passing bills. You have to start holding federal funding back. For all the things she had passed, I have to.
Like drag
I have
queen
to-
story hour.
Drag Queen Story Hour.
Take the money
Giving
back
the
to
money
the
back
cops.
to the
Give it back to
blue.
the
Giving them
cops.
back
Give back to
their.
the cops.
Yes, back the cops. You have to back the blue.
Back the police, man.
Yeah, you have to. Stop the sanctuary states and the sanctuary cities.
Which is a
Those
big
are.
one.
It's a lot, but I'll do it. I'll do
You're
it.
gonna have to team up with people, obviously.
Yes,
and you're gonna face
obviously.
some radical resistance at the
Yes, of
state,
course.
city, and federal level.
And I
unfortunately.
will.
But you already rolled your sleeves
I'm
and took
ready.
it out.
I'm ready. I'm a fighter.
She's a fighter.
Fight, fight, fight.
Listen,
And
you
if
heard
you
her.
don't live in the Bronx or Queens or in our district and you still love Tina, because I know a lot of people that love Tina, and they go on fireaoc.com and they support her and they make donations. So you don't have to live here to support her and to because
It gets
her
my message
supporting
out.
us supports our country.
Right, it gets me
Okay.
more door knockers. It gets me more signs. It gets my word out there more. My money goes back into the district. The signs that I put up here, I use local businesses because our local businesses, they're dying.
Speaking of that, I know we touched on this the last time outside the Trump trial.
Yeah.
We spoke briefly about how she and others killed the whole Amazon deal in
Yes.
Queens that a lot of people.
I would bring that back.
So, if you guys are listening out there, she would bring it back
I
to
would
either
call
the
Amazon.
Bronx or Queens or
yes,
both.
I would call Amazon and I would say, come on in.
They'll get some jobs here.
Yes,
stimulate the
get some
economy.
jobs here. Let's stimulate the economy. No illegal immigrants get jobs.
That's it.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Send them home.
you heard it directly from the woman's mouth.
got
No
no
illegals
room.
get jobs.
Thank
Send them
you.
home.
Yeah.
And she will bring Amazon back if she's elected.
Send them home.
You see the crowd here.
Send them home.
Tina, I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks for
God
having
bless
us.
you.
God bless you
Thank
too.
coming.
Tina for Congress.
Tina for Congress.
Peter here over at Bogart Avenue in the Bronx. Tina Forte's grand opening of her headquarters. I want to thank Tina Forte and all her friends. Peter Kafauser, Queen's Voice. Be safe out there.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank
Appreciate you.